Is it a case of thank you but no thanks from William and Catherine to Harry and Meghan? But for what? Hi, morning, Neil Sean here in the heart of London. Thank you for joining me today. And that is one of your breaking royal stories coming out of London today. Now, basically, this story revolves around, well, a successful launch. As we saw a couple of weeks ago, His Royal Highness Prince William, otherwise known as the Duke of Cambridge, launched very successfully his Earthshot Awards. Now, that was a big TV event. It did incredibly well for him in the ratings over here in the United Kingdom. And the event, which was live at Alexandra Palace, the original home of television, by the way, that's where it all started in 1936. I wasn't there, whatever you're thinking. I'm just telling you, that's where it started in 1936. Oh, yes. But it was a huge event, obviously. Now, what's interesting is at that particular event, Prince William decided to, well, shock everybody and tell them of the plans for the charity and the awards going forward. And this was it. Catherine and William plan to launch Earthshot in the United States next year. And as you can imagine, this didn't go down particularly well, according to some sources. And as ever, we have to say allegedly, with the two ex-royals over in America, Harry and Meghan, who are residing, of course, in splendour with all of those bathrooms in California. But as ever with a story of royal proportions, it's now moved on. But is it moving on in the right direction? The plans for the Earthshot Award next year are going to be massive. As Prince William said, he really wants to make this a global event. And the fact that it was so well received already starting out in the United Kingdom just shows where really this could go. And what we saw prior to the awards and the event itself and the book, of course, was a lovely message on social media from His Royal Highness Prince Charles to his eldest son William and wife Catherine, stating how much he was proud of them. As we know, Prince Charles is very, very big on climate change. I mean, when you think about it, whatever you think about the climate change debacle, you know, he was there right at the beginning. He saw it and wanted people to get involved. People laughed at him talking to plants, do you remember? But when you think about it, he was probably right all along. They maybe do enjoy a really good natter. Now, here's where it gets interesting because according to a very good source, and as ever here on the show, we always have to say allegedly, it does appear that the office of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have let it be known to the office of the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge that they will be willing to help should they need any if they are planning to bring it over to America, which they are, as we know. Now, what's interesting about this is, of course, it appears that Harry and Meghan do want to attach themselves to something still very worthy within royal circles. But will this really work out? Well, not necessarily, because, of course, once you get the two Waring families back together, it takes the focus off what the event is. And I'm quoting a very good source here close to Prince William. And that's true. You want people to focus about the event and what it stands for, not about what people are wearing and, of course, the battling brothers. So far what we can tell you, and we always tell you first and exclusive what we know. Well, that reach out has apparently reached Kensington Palace. So far, there's been no word back from Prince William or indeed Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge. But what a lot of people are telling me in court circles are this. They simply don't see this as a way forward. And if you think about it, Harry and Meghan have already sort of nailed their, post to the mast, as it were, with their own climate deal alongside, of course, Global Citizen. So it would confuse people suddenly if the two were to reconnect. Now, the last time they reconnected together was that Heads Together. Do you remember? The mental health charity. That was very successful, and a lot of people felt moving forward that working as a foursome, they could have really been a very powerful force altogether. But as ever, it appears that Catherine and William want to take their own path in life, and it's proving really successful. As for Harry and Meghan, I'm sure everybody wishes them well with their endeavours, including, of course, their ongoing work with Global Citizen. For now, when I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in the heart of London.